Alright, so I'm not going to pretend like I wasn't excited to put together that Hall of Armor set, because I was. But the level of excitement for that Hall of Armor compared to this RC Batmobile, like, it's literally tucked in the waistband right now. And I was hesitant to buy this online just because, like, it could come broken or it breaks right after you get it, and then you got to mail it back. And then I was like, well, what if no local stores get it? So I figured I'd wait and find out. So I'm scrolling through YouTube today and I see this guy do a review on one of these that they mailed him for free, which I'm always hesitant to watch a review of a guy that doesn't collect this stuff, because I've never seen his toy collection and never seen his toy room. So it's like, do you even collect it, or do you just review it? Because his channel is obviously a lot bigger than my channel. So if you didn't spend $250 on it and you don't collect it, I don't really care about your opinion. Thanks for letting me see the video, because that just let me know that it was out. So right after your video, I called up Toys R Us. I was like, hey, you guys got that Batmobile? And they didn't even have a clue to what I'm talking about. So I was persistent, like all toy collectors are. And I was like, could you look, could you look, could you? And finally, it was in the back, in the electronics. They don't even put them out because they don't have a place to put them, and they're worried that somebody's going to steal them because they're $250. And $250, if you guys, come on, you toy collectors, if you're like, oh, that's a lot of money. Well, $250 is a lot of money. But if you collect action figures, you obviously don't care about your money, because you can spend $140 on a set of Marvel Legends or a set of DC Multiverse, and it's like, there's 6 figures, 140, there's 6 figures, 140, 140, 140, and it adds up really quick. So when you take something amazing like this and you put a $250 price tag on it, I actually think it's cheap. Now let's attempt to get it out of the package. First off, this sleeve just kind of slips off. I'm going to try to get it off without this thing tipping over and making a really big mess, because if it does tip over, that one's not going to get edited. You're actually going to see that one. So the sleeve comes off, and then this big box, it's just kind of a lid. Like, the setup of this is really cool. It sucks that this box is going to be in the trash in about 15 minutes. And you just lift this thing up, and voila, there's your Batmobile. It didn't come like this. I already took it out of the package before I could charge the battery. Basically, you just have to clip on these 2 wings, clip on this gun, these 2 guns, this, and then the battery pack is right here. You just take that out with the Phillips screwdriver, and the on and off button is underneath, and the gas tank is right back here. It comes with this little bottle of smoke. If you run out of this, you can basically get it at any hobby store. It's basically the same stuff that they make for the smoke machines for Halloween. So it might be a good time to stock up on this. Alright, let's check this thing out. I got the battery all charged up. The battery goes right here with the little Phillips head screw. You got to download this app, and when you do the app, actually read it as you go, because it gives you like an identification number, and you'll have to type the number inside of the app. The car has to be on to work this, because they go back and forth, so you can't set this up unless this is running. So I'm going to turn this on for you can hear it start up. Then I'm going to set up the app, which I've already did, but I got to get it as the car's running, and I don't want you to miss out on how this thing starts up. So first off, the on and off button is down here on the bottom. It's like right about here, straight down. You just flip that, and I'll be quiet. All right, got it started up. Let's get this app hooked up. Okay, so I got it all set up on the app. This is basically what the app looks like on your phone or your tablet or whatever you're going to hook it up to. These are the controls to work the car, the Batmobile. There's actually a camera inside of here, so if you see, if I wave my hand in front of the camera, you can see my hand. So you pretty much have to have this thing up to drive, because if it's down, you can't really see much on your tablet. So you got to have the lid flipped up like this. Here's the controls. This is the big gun on top. You basically push this button and this gun here moves. This is the hydraulics of the car. You lift this and the car will go up and down. Right here is the lights button. You can see the headlights come on here. You can turn the lights off. Then over here are the guns. See, look at the screen here. See how the screen jumps up and down? This would be like the big gun on top. Then this gun. So you see the blast come up and the screen is shaking. And then you have the gun up front. So you see the missiles kick off right here. And let me show you what that looks like. This, it doesn't do anything. The machine guns, they actually turn. And then the big gun, that doesn't move at all either. So when you turn the car, you got the forward and reverse here, and the turning is here. When you turn the car, the guns move, the tires move, and the steering wheel turns. Okay, it also has this smoke feature, which would be this button right here. You push it, and then you got smoke coming out of the tailpipe here. That actually works pretty good. And then you can turn it. It turns better now that the wheels aren't hung up. And then you can, the motor. So when it's running, it actually changes gears, like if you can hear it. And then it even comes with the Batman figure, which is basically the figure that you can buy single carded. And that figure is just a complete insult to that car. So that thing is probably going to go in my kid's room. And I'm going to stuff this Mezco one in there instead. Okay, so here it is with the headlights on. You can probably see the light inside the cab a little bit better. And if you were wondering, yes, the Mezco Batman does fit inside the cab, and that's probably where that's going to go, because you guys aren't afraid to spend 80 bucks on a Mezco, so you shouldn't be afraid to spend $250 on this. Then you have the smoke thing with the light back there, and this thing just, man, it pumps out that smoke. Like the whole toy room is just getting smoked out right now, like that. Such an amazing feature in it. You just put a few little drops of that stuff in there, so man, that thing is really
Okay,
nice.
so for the comparison video, I went ahead and pulled out some heat just for one. You know that I actually am a collector, and I got something decent to compare it to. Here's the Bat Hot Toys. The fans turn, has lights in it. Also has these propellers in the back underneath. This is an extremely expensive toy. It's almost $700. Is it worth it? Well, my wife doesn't think so. I don't know, maybe like $500. Then you have the Mattel, which I'm still having a really hard time that this is made by Mattel. Like, this is the most amazing toy I have in my toy room. $250. And then the DC collectible Batmobile, which is basically real similar in size to the Mattel Batmobile. Let me try to back it up here if you can kind of see all of them for a scale. I'm pretty sure this thing was like 100 or 150. That thing has lights on it. I already showed you what this does. I just wanted you to kind of see all three of them together. So far as a price point, I think you're definitely getting your money's worth. Just in case I haven't showed you before, here's the back of the Man Bat. It does have lights. That thing actually does have a plug in it because it runs on 3 AA's, and if you forget to turn that power off for like 1 second, that battery goes dead instantly. It actually has lights underneath. Really cool touch. There's the fans back there, the propellers. I got the deluxe one that comes with Catwoman and has that big giant bomb. Here's the back of the Mattel Batmobile, and then the DC collectible one. Alright, let's see if this thing can actually drive. Alright, so first I'm going to attempt to drive this for you can kind of see how it looks through the camera while it's driving. And I have driven it before. It's kind of hard with these controls because you can't really feel where your thumbs are at, but it does drive pretty good. First off, I'll turn on the smoke. The lights are already on. It actually is pretty quick. I'm just trying to drive it through this screen, which is not easy to do. Doable. But not easy. Whoa, that was close.
Yeah.